Chris Norcott's life is capturing some of the most incredible shots of wildlife, especially his favorite, bears.
Going My Way, hosted by Alan Williams, sponsored by Toyota Knoxville.
You know, you're raised to think that the bears are dangerous, they're vicious, and they're man-eaters, and they're not. They're just not like that.
Chris Norcott's perspective of bears came early on. He says the bears were just as fearful of him as he was of them. Through the years, he's grown to respect them, even love them.
The personality, when they look you in the eyes, you know, and they communicate with you just like a dog would.
After a decade of learning their behavior, he now captures it through the camera lens as one of the nation's premier wildlife photographers. It all started with a close encounter.
I ran into a mom and two cubs on some property down in Talking Rock, Georgia. And the mom stood up on her hind legs in front of my truck, and the cubs were there, and I was just, I was in awe. You know, I stopped my truck, I grabbed my camera, and I stepped out to take photos. The mom took off running.
He didn't even get a picture out of it. That picture came later, though, and now hangs on his wall.
In my house, it's blurry. It's not a good picture, but it's where I started, you know.
But it sure made a lasting impression.
You have taken how many shots of bears?
Easily 50,000 or 60,000 images, easily.
Is there one special one or two that you remember that, oh, that's what makes life worth living?
I had a mom, you know, she was up on the tree with her cubs, and she brought one of the cubs down. One of the cubs could not climb that well, so she picked the cub up in her mouth and she carried him down the tree.
It's a job that requires a lot of patience.
I was with a bear and her cubs, and they were in a den, and it was in probably late March. They're pretty quiet when they're in the dens, when they're that time of year. And at the end of the day, for 9 hours, I had 13 seconds of activity on my camera.
Another favorite is this one.
The cub had come down from a tree, and Mom was ready to move off into the forest. Mm-hmm. So she's in the background waiting for the cub to come down. The cub comes down the tree and looks over at me, and I deliberately, you know, focused on the cub with the mom over, you know, right behind her.
Chris expanded to video, filming segments for the Netflix show Animal, as well as the BBC. The bottom line, it's not a job, but a true love.
Just knowing that you're out there with a wild animal and it's accepted you into its, you know, its domain, and you can just watch what they do. A lot of people don't have that opportunity.
Going My Way, I'm Alan Williams.
Tired of searching for that new Toyota? Toyota Knoxville has the answer. In addition to new Toyotas arriving daily, we have a fantastic selection of pre-owned Toyotas as close as new as it gets. 4Runners, RAV4s, Tacomas, Tundras, and more. Most come with our complimentary lifetime warranty at no extra cost. Plus, if you're selling, we're buying. Get an instant cash offer for your vehicle backed by Kelley Blue Book. Keep the cash or use it as a down payment. The search is over. Get to Toyota Knoxville today. I-40 and the Lover Road exit.